we're talking about truth and wisdom.
Yeah.
I think maybe truth is a beginning to wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, it was a seed.
Mm-hmm.
And the wisdom itself is that tree that
Mm-hmm.
comes from the seed.
Yes.
And maybe the fruit
Yeah.
is the wisdom in action,
Yeah.
the product
Yeah.
of that wisdom.
Yeah.
Um,
The fruit wisdom now. Yeah. The benefit wisdom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
The truth as wisdom to even know how to apply truth does not equivalent to fruitfulness. There's a higher wisdom. It makes truth applied produce something. Does that make sense to you? Yeah. Think about the farmer or gardener taking the seed, planted it, he nurtured a wonderful tree, and all the fruits came around, all the harvest came around. What do you do with it? Can you make bread of it? Can you make wine of it? I'm just saying, right? So or you let it rot.
Right.
So yeah, I'm just saying there's different stages. A rough picture there. So
Yeah.
different stages of the same carrying the same life, but one have attained on the fullness of the cycle of saying, the fruitfulness of saying. Most people were short-sighted. They will stop one. They're not able to move on. They don't understand the finality of the thing. But when you find finality, you got the mystery or the secret of life itself. It's reproductive. It sounds crazy, huh? Yeah. Think about it. I'm teaching you truth of wisdom. Is really a point for discussion, Mary? No, it will hugely shape your life, how to acquire knowledge, right? So,
Maybe from me to others.
Yes, to your children.
That's right.
Yeah, to everybody, you can be a counsel and impactful. So that's reproductive. It's a non-lofty topic to write a good essay about, Mary.
That's true.
Yeah. You're going to change everything you do. You acquire. Why read that book? What is it for? Out of the intellectual curiosity? Because I want to know more truth? Or maybe it helped me to accomplish something. So. Go ahead. I'm sorry, stop.
No, it's okay.
Just try to inspire you to thinking creatively. Yeah.
I think for your second point, which was people just trying to seek truth after truth and come to a stopping point. I think even on a lower scale than wisdom, people get truth and knowledge mixed up, perhaps. So they're seeking the wrong thing.
Yeah.
And I think even the reason behind trying to know more can decide if it's truth or not. Because
yes, that's so wonderful observation.
There's especially with like smart people per se, or there's a pride in knowing a lot.
Yes, most people build a life on that.
Right.
Yeah.
But some of those people I don't think can even see the difference between knowledge and truth, because truth is
it's hugely different.
I don't think truth is like the sky is blue, like that is true.
That's a fact.
That's factually true. But
factual
a truth
realization, whatever.
It's I guess I can't think of any other example, but a truth could be like a way of life. That is a truth.
Yes.
A way, maybe a way of interacting, like a father interacting with his son.
There you go. Oh my.
That is a truth, because
That's more than a truth. That is the truth.
that is
in action.
That is that's the truth in action.
Yes. But most people will never figure that out.
Right.
They will talk about, oh, the world is this or that, knowledge of the world. Then even talk about, it's about based on consciousness. Then talk about, the world is about love, whatever those ideas. But I mean, high intellectual and even sophisticated, even scientific quest. But they get all that figured out. It's all true. I mean, it's all agree. Fascinating. You discover that. But they can't be a good father. You see, you're blinded to something. But that's a failure of Western Christianity, Western society. Or generally, actually, man's failure, right? The Pharisees did that as well. So, it's more than West. But West is extremely articulate about that. So they were never able to learn and simmer down and say, you know what? Before I figure out this hypothesis or truth, the world is about love. Maybe I need to start doing something with my son, be a good father. So if I can do it, what good for me to preach to anybody or myself that world is about love? I mean, what helps? It doesn't help me anything. And what qualifies me to teach people of the way of love or the importance of love? I can't do it, right? Well, that's a problem. And God's requirements, this is in the Bible, by the way, is the more you know, the more is what? Required of you. We don't understand that. Most people don't understand that. So God don't really require you to know a lot. He requires you to put in practice what you know. It's oftentimes through things near you, things very simple.
I think if people realized that, maybe they wouldn't try to know so much.
Yeah, because it's much required of you.
Yeah.
You should do better. You should know. It's not like no. It's what you know condemning you. And we all sin, we all struggle, but there are some fundamentals, right? So I really care about the woman I love. I dearly knows how to love, care for the mother of my children. So why you divorce her?
Right.
You can justify, you can do everything you can. You still can do whatever in the world that nobody think you done anything wrong even. But in your heart, you will know there's something wrong about you. You don't really know how to love your wife. There's something about you you're not really learning. So you settle or justify with the wrong mindset or wrong argument. The word called justification in the Bible. We're self-justifying something that we know we're capable and should do. Now, I'm not talking about a bad wife. The wife don't appreciate your love. So it makes sense to you. They're difficult. I'm talking about the ideal wife. Okay, so wife go reciprocate your love, care. So faithful. Is that making sense to you? But how many people would not do that? They never learn the art of love their wife. Actually, they get married for love. They try to teach their children how to love, as a good good family, right? Start a new generation. But they never learn the art of love the wife. They either idolize it or think the wife is always some kind of a stagnant figure, right? Each one transform in due time if you use through a process engaging. So, I mean, 12 of us, how long we know each other? Let's see, not far long. This fast 2 years. Our relation stagnant or improved? I mean, come on. So, yeah, deepened, right? So, yeah. So it's not something that is far-fetching to think things can happen, right? So I'm saying, you see my point, so yeah. We're not that smart. We're not engaged on a daily basis, right? We still have a lot of discrepancy in life and differences in life, different engagement in life. Nothing wrong about it. My point is, however, you become a couple, you know how to communicate each other. That's a basic skills. Right. Basic. You want to know how to love your wife, how to love your husband, you must know how to talk to them, right?
Right.
I mean, you can do that in 3 days, figure out what's the right way to do it. To 30 years, never even care about it. Yeah. And the 3 days guy, he will enjoy 30 years almost, minus 3 days. A happy marriage,
Right.
Right? And we don't have brag to the world that we know love each other, Seldom love, even in the vocabulary, maybe.
Yeah.
Put it down it, right?
That was something I was even talking about last Friday, or 2 Fridays ago.
Yeah.
Just like I've noticed something about Chinese culture, about like maybe not even sometimes, or a lot of the time, not even saying the words.
Yes.
I love you. It's all. It was all in action a lot of the time.
It's more than action, attitude.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Attitude.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm sorry. Action required do something, but no, it's a part of our heart. It's affection towards one another in the how you treat one another. So yeah. Somebody says love me, or care about me. Well, I tell him he never keep his word to me, or he don't ever think what I need, what I'm doing. And I'm not saying I need that. I'm talking about the word so departure from his action. They don't thinking. They don't do anything with the idea of love. Certain young people very excited about things, so try to do good. I'm not thinking they're thinking straight, but then they don't carry out what they promise or doing things, right? It's okay. I'm not upset. Obviously, I'm not gonna upset, but I will understand. There's no depth in you.
Right.
There's no reality in you. It's just words. So, you may young, naive, or impractical in life. That's okay. But that way of engaging life, it's like you can't enter into solid different relation, can you? Because he defined it's a superficial, right? It's a surface level. So they're so busy, seeking love, trying to be when able to love, but they don't know the way of love. Is that making sense to you? So real life is not, hey, you have to do this or do that, so it's not do or don'ts. It's a fashion. I cook some good meal. I think about the people, so it making sense to you? I want to share with John. That's natural for me. I'm not trying to love John. I'm just thinking, hey, wonderful for my brother have a taste. So, I'm not trying to invite his appreciation, So he does appreciate. That's important for sure. But it's more than that, am I? So yeah, it's a way for life supposed to go. So You get my point? So yeah. Let's wrap it up here. I would glad to discuss this thing with you.
Me too.
This stuff seems cannot write in the book, right?
Nope.
But they're so liberating, so empowering.
Some things can only be lived.
Can be lived, yeah. This is true. Yeah.
And passed down and learned through conversations. Like
you want to hear stories? It's keen to me. The Lord told me to tell you. So it's really redundant around the context. Forgive me for that.
No, it's okay.
But when I in college, I had this professor wanted to adopt me as a son, right?
Right, yeah.
And he has a boy from his village, from his county. I don't know, I remember, from his home place. And he arranged to be in the university, Then he tried to adopt this guy, basically saying to be he has no children. They have no children. So he invited me over to have a tea, and we played chess a little bit, so. And then that young man was there, he was staying over there actually. And he will clean the floor while I'm doing this. So we are playing chess, talking, me and the professor like laughing, stuff. He just coming in to clean the floor. He's actually 1 year older than me in the university I went to, So because of that, I always feel uncomfortable, so hey, let me clean the floor, Is that making sense to you? So one day, the young man asked me after everything, so I've been here for many years, so why the professor treat you differently? I never see him treat young people like that. First, he don't invite him to home for sure. So the second, he just treat like an equal. I don't see that he doing things like that. Why he do that to you? Right. I've been here for a long time. He never treat me like this. I was a young generation for him always.
Sure.
So in China, there's a different culture there. So
yeah.
So I said, I don't know. I said, why are you asking? Then he explained to me the relation background and stuff that, so. Oh, okay, I had no idea, So, anyway, that got my attention a little bit, I said, what's going on here? So one day, me and the professor got really talk to each other. I can almost ask anything. So I asked him, I said, yeah, last time, I hope this not stir anything wrong, but I want to not understand why you treated me like this. And said, oh, no. So, you should not worry about that. It's not my business to worry about that.
Sure.
So, he's saying, why? Because he don't know how to carry himself. And you, however, are different. You know how to carry yourself. Therefore, I treat you differently. Why don't you pray? It's hard to know how to carry yourself. Never let the world bend to you. I'm not saying arrogant, not teachable, not humble. But do not conform to the world. Do not compromise to man's expectations. One of the big things in life is to learn to walk in principle. Elijah said the power in learn to walk in principle. People may often lost mooring, the standard, interest, calculations, what man thinks. Few able to walk in principle. So when you're not able to walk in principle, you are like a flood, right? The mud. Drift down in the flood. But nobody can cross the river with something like a mud on a branch, easily the debris, right?
Right.
Everybody need a bridge or something to stand on. bridge, some stand on, is what I'm saying. A man of principle we're able to be. So wise man in life, or people really character in life, don't really appreciate what they're capable of, what we, how interesting we are. See, very insightful people, which is my life, okay, experience, is people want to understand who you are. What you're targeting at. Are you a man of principle or not? That's the same, so simple. But no, it's not simple.
Right.
Yeah. Actually, whether we will going to help others to be established in life, we need to have that discernment. But most importantly, recognize there are people that are moved by what's going on. They're impressed by us. If they want to help us, and then they will look at our life, our vision, our principles, to decide, are we trustworthy, or worth for the friendship, for the support. So later on, the professor had disclosed to me, for example, said, I want you to be my son, So I asked him, no way, that guy waiting for 3 years. So why you want me? He said, no, we don't want that kind of stuff. We can help him. Well, you don't worry about that. We're gonna do everything to help him. But we want a true son. So yeah. I'm saying so. I don't understand those things are thrust me into my life, am I? But years later, I'm able to look at back and said, oh, I'm a senseless and mindless young man, but there's still a certain thing I don't might stand out different than others. So those are life introspection going to be able to help you to. Oh, it's not about me being welcome, being received, have a special experience. No. It's about there's something going on here, worth to be highlighted in life. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
Amen. Yes, Lord. May we seek truth in life, Lord, and receive wisdom, Lord, and practice wisdom in our lives, not living unto our own desires or living led by our own mind and by the constructs of this world, Lord, but by your Holy Spirit and by the desire to seek deeper relationship with each person you bring into our lives, Lord. I thank you for the opportunity of relationship and, Lord, the goodness that you show to us through it and the things that we learn through that, Lord. Bless your holy name.
Thank you, Elijah.